What is going on, YouTube Nation? This is Darth Dividend. If you are new to my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. And with this collaboration video with Stock Investment Analysis, make sure you subscribe to his channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. I will post his link in the comment section as well as his defense. We were in a discussion, who is a better stock between Coca Cola and Pepsi? I'm going to go on the offensive and tell you why that I believe that Coca Cola is a better stock than Pepsi as a dividend investor. And let me know what you think at the end of this video. And I will post his video in the community section as well. So we will post each other's videos in our comment section as well as collaborate to say which one is a better stock. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm favoring Warren Buffett's Coca Cola stock, the Berkshire Hathaway, and I will show you the data to prove it. And then he will go on his defense on why Pepsi is better. So let's start with Coca Cola. Let's talk about the dividend history. Let's discuss the stock analysis. Let's talk about the dividend analysis. Let's talk about the companies they own and why they're a better stock than Pepsi. Let's start right now. So let's start with Coca-Cola on their website. 130 years of refreshing the world, 200 countries they offer their products, over 500 brands worldwide, and 800 drink varieties in the US. Here's Coca-Cola, here's Sprite, here's Fanta. These are all in a store that everyone buys. Dasani water, everybody's buying Dasani. I see them in the machines all the time. Smart Water, Minute Maid, Innocent, Simply Juices and Fruit Drinks, Georgia Coffee, Costa, Fuse Tea, Honest, Fairlife. I did do a review on Fairlife protein shake. I do enjoy that product. It has a ton of protein. That is in the gas station. You can get that in stores as well. Powerade is a fantastic company, as well as electrolyte drink when you are working out, or unfortunately, if some people are hungover, Powerade's a really good choice. Seal, vitamin water's new. That's another one that people have. People do that when they drink that when they work out, and sometimes with a hangover, sometimes vitamin water is a little helpful for you guys out there. So we got Schweppes. I used to always drink Schweppes all the time. Still a great product. Gold Peak Tea, Zico, Appetizer, Topo Chico, Aquarius, Addie's, Fresca, Barks. That's a really good root beer that's out there in the stores. Here are some Peace Tea and Dagadan. So these are just some of the companies that they own, and they are expanding like crazy. So let's go over some things about Coca-Cola and Berkshire Hathaway. Let's look at this. Warren Buffett drinks 5 cans of Coke a day. Here's why he switched from Pepsi after nearly 50 years. So Berkshire Hathaway, okay, he drank Pepsi for 50 years and all of a sudden he switched. So look at this. He famously consumes 5 cans of Coke a day. However, he drank Pepsi for nearly 50 years. Only switched sodas because of an old neighbor wrote The Making of a Billionaire. I'm in 1/4 Coca-Cola. So basically, look at that. So he owns Coca-Cola. Okay, Berkshire Hathaway owns right now around 10% of Coca-Cola, which is 22 billion. So he likes cherry Coke. He drinks Coca-Cola. He has them in there. So, this is something that's very promising. Warren Buffett is kind of like the grandmaster of dividend investing. We all wish we were Warren Buffett. We follow Warren Buffett. If he sells stocks or he doesn't like this stock, everybody freaks out with the market. So this is the guy that is big into Coca-Cola. So this is something that, I enjoy reading. I follow Buffett. I agree with a lot of his principles. One thing that I kind of changed my mind on is I'm going to invest more in Delta because everybody needs an airplane. But look at this. This guy has invested in Coca-Cola and has them in Berkshire Hathaway. That is something that's very promising if you are a dividend investor. I don't see Pepsi there. Coca-Cola is just gearing in all cylinders. This is a stock that has increased its dividend over history. Now I'm going to jump to the price per share of Coca-Cola and go over its fundamentals, stock analysis, and dividend analysis. and I'm going to compare it against its rival, Pepsi. So as of right now, this is how Coca Cola is looking right at it, $43.97 a share. So they have done really well. It gives off a great dividend yield. I have that on my M1 finance portfolio, and thank you to the Matt Ramey model that I have kind of figured out how to follow this with a dividend investing strategy. And I will go to my M1 finance portfolio at the end and show you what I plan on doing with Coca-Cola and to set up the master plan to get to $10,000. I'm going to reveal that. But right now I'm going to discuss about Coca-Cola and why I really like it. So let's look at the past 5 years. Obviously, there's a big issue that happened because of the bug that happened. So in the past 5 years, it's gone up. It hasn't gone down, it's gone up. That's what you want to see as a dividend investor. And it's $43.94. I mean, that's pretty affordable compared to Pepsi, which I will go over Pepsi in a little bit and why I think Coca-Cola is better. Well, look at this, a 3.73% dividend yield. Okay, in the past year, obviously it's gone up, but then it went down because of you know what, and it is just going up. So let's compare it to the S&P. Let's right now. Okay, against the S&P. So the Coca-Cola has killed the S&P since inception. Let's look at the past 5 years. Okay, it took a little bit of a hit. Sure, that's going to happen. But Coke's going to jump right back up there. I have a feeling it's going to jump right back up there because look at since inception, it has killed the S&P. Obviously, in the past year, it's a little bit down because of what's going on, a little bit of trade wars. There were some articles about Coke that was a little bit negative, but they're going to jump right back up. So that's something that you need to consider. Again, neither of us are financial advisors that are doing these compare contrast videos. So I just want to bring that up. So financials, let's look at Coca-Cola. So let's just look at December. Let's look at June, first of all. It's gone up. The revenue's gone up. The net income's gone up. The diluted EPS has gone up. Sure, cash on hand's a little bit down. That's in June 2019. Cost of revenue's up. Okay, revenue's up for Coca-Cola. Net income's up. Diluted EPS is up. Net profit margin's up. Sure, cash on hand is a little bit down. Cost of revenue is increased. So revenue has increased. Net income has increased. Diluted EPS. The net profit margin has gone up. The operating income has gone up. Okay, so as of right now, obviously this has to do with the bug, but revenue has gone down in March 2020. Net income has gone up. Net profit margin, operating income, cash in hand, cost of revenue has gone up. Now, that's the financials. Let's look at the dividend analysis right now. Okay, Coca-Cola's dividend has increased. Let's just go from 2011. So it gives off a nice quarterly dividend, which is nice. With me being a dividend investor, I kind of like the stocks that give off quarterly or monthly dividends. I know I just posted a video on Disney that it gives off a pretty much semi-annual dividends, but Coca-Cola pretty much, okay, sure it's down right now, but let's look at the past 5 years. Okay, it was down since 2011, but let's look at these trends since things changed. They changed their philosophy and their, the way they structure themselves. So 2014, let's just look at 2014, 30 cents a share. Then 2015 has gone up 33 cents a share. Then 2016, 35 cents a share. 2017, 37 cents a share. 2018, 39 cents a share. 2019, 40 cents a share. And 2020, it has gone up 40 cents a share. So it has increased its price per share. Annualized dividend as of right now is 1.64. As of right now, the dividend yield is 3.7. The price is $43.88 right now. So for $40 or so, you're getting a nice dividend off of this, and it's just growing, compared to its trend. So once we went back in the trends of that, it has gone up. So that's one thing that's very promising of Coca-Cola. It has gone up. Now the other thing is, let's compare it to Pepsi. Everybody wants to know, how's it doing against Pepsi? Well, what's the first thing that pops up? Their rival Pepsi. What a surprise. So, since inception, Pepsi and Coca-Cola are pretty much neck and neck. Now, Coke took a big dive, when it was keeping up with Pepsi. Right here, they were neck and neck at this point. Now, Pepsi has gone up there a little bit, okay? Now, right now, Pepsi is $137.55. Coca-Cola is $48.06. So if you calculate this, how many shares I can get out of Coca-Cola, which let's just do a calculator. Standard. So Coke is $43.92. Pepsi is $132.74. Excuse me. What was the last one? 43.92. Okay, so I can get 3 shares of Coca-Cola for the price compared to 1 Pepsi. Okay, how often are you going to have $132.74 just to throw in a bunch of shares? So I can get 3 shares from Coca-Cola compared to Pepsi. So if you calculate that, I think, what was it, 40 some cents? So 3 times, let's just say, I don't know, let's just say 0.40. So I got $1.2 out of that. Okay, now let's look at Pepsi right now. Okay, so here's Pepsi's dividend history. It has gone up, okay? But, in the long run, you can get more shares of Coca-Cola as it grows, and eventually it could be up there. I don't like to make promises or guarantees, but in the long run, Coca-Cola is going right up there. So look at this. So it was 1.02, and again, we just calculated, let me do this on my phone, 0.40 times 3, so $1.2. I can get 3 shares of Coca-Cola, it looks like, as of right now, and get 1.2, okay? And you get 1 of Pepsi and you get 1.02. So look at this. Over time, let's just calculate this, okay? How many shares, if you put in $10,000, you would get? Let's go back to that calculator. So if I can get 10, man, I cannot type. 10,000 divided by, I don't know, let's just say, let me look at the price per share of Coke. I'm going to do it live, like the price per share of Coke versus Pepsi. KO stock, 43.92. So I can get, it looks like by calculating this, 227.68, because I just said, so if I do, and I'll double check that, right around 9,761. So right around that, okay? So I times that 40.40. I can get right around that amount if I invest it, okay? So I put $10,000, I can buy more shares. Compound interest can grow a lot faster versus that. Now let's look at Pepsi. I'm going to look up Pepsi's price per share. So Pepsi is 132.70. Let's write 74. So I can get 75.33 shares. Let's just say $1. Let's just say it's $1 a share. So I get that each time. Okay, so if you look at it over time, I can get more shares. Now, somebody like my age, I'm 34, I can get more shares by if I invested $10,000 in. The compound interest could kick in faster by buying more shares, and Coke, it looks like in their history, is going to go up over time. So, this is something that's, over time. Let's just look in the past 5 years how it's grown. It has gone up. I'm just looking at the past 5 years. So it has gone up if you compare it to how much, you spend. Now, how many people are going to be able to throw that amount of money into Pepsi? This is the thing. Coca Cola is a little bit more affordable to people who don't have as much money. And this is why I put them into my M1 Finance portfolio right away. And I'm going to jump to my M1 Finance portfolio real quick. So just stay put. Actually taking a big hit today. If you look at my portfolio, I own 10 shares. Okay, sure, I did lose some money. I mean, people are freaking out about the stock market, but I have 10 shares in here. So I don't have the money to put in, because my plan is to put in $50 a week. I just decided to throw in 100 to get my other stocks rolling. But if I put in $50 a week and I do my percentage on M1 Finance a little bit higher, I'll be able to get the compound interest in a little bit faster by just with these shares of Coca-Cola, because of the price per share, and it has gone up. So I can afford this a little bit better compared to Pepsi, which is what's his name? Warren Buffett. He owns Coca-Cola. So that's something that you might want to take into consideration. Warren Buffett owns Coca-Cola. So he must know something. So I'm kind of going to follow Warren Buffett on that principle. So let's look at my activity that I got from Coca-Cola. I'm pretty sure, let's go back. I'm not sure if it showed up yet. Here we go. So $3.49 right there. I got $3.49 from Coca-Cola, which is adding up into my M1 Finance portfolio. Now, if I had Pepsi and I was throwing in X amount of dollars a month, I mean, sure, if I had the money, to invest in Pepsi, that, that it would grow faster. But do I really have the money right now to put in Coke? Do we all have the money to put in for Coca-Cola? No, we don't. So that's a big issue with the stock. So this is my defense with Coca-Cola at the end in my summary. So Coca-Cola, it's cheaper. It was in line with Pepsi. It is increasing. It is more affordable. Warren Buffett owns it. Of course, the train's interrupting collaboration video. But it is the price per share. It has gone up. It is cheaper than Pepsi. It has beaten the S&P. There's just so many positives about Coca-Cola. It is expanding. It is well known. It is a stock to buy that everybody discusses in their videos. And it is in demand. Okay, Coca-Cola is in demand. But it's just so affordable. So sure, Pepsi, has beaten the Coca-Cola with the S&P in comparisons, but how many of you can afford Pepsi versus Coca-Cola? I mean, that's my argument. I just did a diagram of $10,000. If you had $10,000 right now to put in, how much would you get out of Coca-Cola and how much would you get out of Pepsi? So that's my argument right there, is that Coca-Cola is cheaper. Its dividends will increase over time. And I think that it's a better buy than Pepsi. Now, again, how many of us have the money to buy all these shares of Pepsi? We don't. So that's one thing to take into consideration, is that Coke is cheaper and its dividend has increased. So you'll be able to buy more shares of Coke, and then its price per share will increase over time, and its dividends will increase over time, and then you'll be rolling in 5 to 10 years. So just because something's bigger, if you look at rivalries like with Coke and Pepsi, you have Ohio State and Michigan. Okay, I'm wearing the red right now. I'm an Ohio State fan. Sure, Michigan looked better in the long run, because of their win-loss record, but they're losing. Okay? That is my argument right here when you have these two rivals. One of them's beating right now. They were neck and neck. But in the long run, Coke is cheaper and it will increase its dividends over time, and it's owned by Warren Buffett. So that is my argument right there. I'm going to stick with Coca Cola for a while. Don't get me wrong. I may consider Pepsi, but I don't have the money for Pepsi. That's not even in my thought process. So Stock Investment Analysis will do his argument on why Pepsi is a better stock than Coca-Cola. So again, if you're new to this channel and watching, make sure you subscribe to both of our channels and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. I am going to post his video in my community section. I will post his YouTube name in my comment section so you can subscribe. And then after he posts this video, I will post it in the video discussion. So this will be a really fun debate. So you tell me what you think. Is Coke or Pepsi better? And then after you watch his video, tell me who you think made a better argument with the better stock. So thank you for watching this video. This is collaboration number 2. I'm really looking forward to watching Stock Investment Analysis and his channel grow. He makes phenomenal videos. This is something that you find within the Dividend Warrior community and the dividend investing community. People make good videos, and you can learn about their stocks that they own with videos they post. So this is one thing you might want to consider, is collaborating with either of us in future videos, so that we can spread knowledge and let the dividend community and dividend investor community know what are good stocks out there. So make sure you give this video a like so that it can spread around and people can watch this video, and then they can see his videos because they'll look at the comment section. So thank you again for watching this video. You guys have a fun Wednesday. This is a interesting time being a dividend investor because everything is going up and down, right and left. But I'm going to tell you right now, do not rule out Coca-Cola as a inferior stock to Pepsi. So thank you again and have a good one.